Yo, what is up guys? I'm bringing you a brand new video, and this time we're talking about the most important Pearl items to buy and in what order when you're a brand new player in Black Desert. There's a lot of different stuff on the Pearl shop, and I want to talk about what I think is most important here because I get this question a lot on my stream. So we're going to start off with the most important thing in my opinion, and that is having a value pack. Value packs can be purchased in 30 or 90-day increments. You get a little extra bonus for choosing the 90-day, but item as a subscription fee to the game. It's not a requirement. There are ways to get around having a value pack, like selling all your items on the market but not collecting the silver until you have the loyalty one that you can get for 1 day every 2 weeks. But that means that you're pretty much not going to make any gains in the game unless it's been 2 weeks at a time. So it's not as convenient if you want to just sell your stuff on the market and get that cash right away so that you can upgrade things. But basically what it is and what it allows you to do is it gives you 30% silver collection upon central market sales. So you get more money back when you sell something on the market. You're probably going to want to have this when you're selling most everything. And so it's just a really nice item to have at all times. And it is sort of like a nicer way than, you know, World of Warcraft or other games that force you to pay every month. This is like, hey, if you're not playing for a month, you don't have to buy it. You don't necessarily have to even buy it to play. You can get around it, but hey, it's a pretty useful item. It also gives you max weight plus 200 LT and inventory slots plus 16, and it gives storage slots plus 16, which is really, really nice as well. So this is definitely my number one. Moving on to number two, that's got to be the Nap Park campsite. This is also known as the tent. It's 4,900 pearls, which is very expensive. That's like $50. And you could buy like a real tent in real life for that kind of money, but it is something that you buy once and you will have it forever, and it provides you with a lot of nice things. It has a container which has 16 slots, so you can slot in items as you're grinding, so you don't need as much inventory space. You can use remotely a villa, which can give you extra life skilling XP and energy regen, as well as combat and skill XP, so you can level up faster. And it also gives you combat PvP buffs, which pretty much everybody in the game uses when they're PvPing. So it's a very, very useful item, and I would say if you're serious about this game, the tent is like one of the #1 purchases after having a value pack running. Now, the biggest thing as well is repairing your gear remotely. There's a lot of spots in the game that you're going to be grinding, and for an hour, you'll notice that after that hour, your gear starts to break. Well, you're then going to have to travel back to a town and then come back to your grind spot, and it might be gone by then, and it's just more convenient to pop down the tent and repair and just go about your merry day after that. Now, after the campsite, I would say pets are most important. The reason why this is not #1, even though pets are like the only way that you really make money in this game when you're grinding, they pick up all the drops for you. It's not #1 because they give you 5 pets for free, and that's the maximum number of pets. However, there are tiers to the pets. You can get tier 1 all the way up to tier 3, and so, or all the way up to tier 4 even, but I only recommend tier 3 for starting out, because going from tier 1 to tier 3 is very noticeable. They pick up probably like twice as fast, and you're going to be not having as much issue over clearing your pets. So definitely I think pets are the #3 thing that I would go for. Just as a note, make sure that when you are combining pets together with the exchange function, that you're buying the same type of pet. So classic pets can be added together to make higher tier classic pets. But if you were to buy a premium pet, you can't merge that with anything other than another premium pet. You couldn't merge it with a classic. So I'd definitely go with pets in the 3rd place position here. In the 4th place position, I would have to say that weight has got to be the next one. So in this particular game, there is a particular amount of LT that you can hold, and having higher LT, it looks like I've bought all the LT. So having higher LT is really useful for having to stop grinding less frequently. And so pretty much you can add this weight to your character, and as you're grinding, when you get things in your inventory, you can hold more of it, so you get less frequent stops at your horse to like drop off the loot, or you can hold more HP pots in combat. There's a lot of really nice things about having a higher weight limit, and so having at least, you know, an extra 350 LT can be a pretty nice high quality thing. If you wanted to as well, the fifth thing is maids. Maids have a lot of really useful functionalities, and realistically, I'd say the most important ones for most people are going to be the transaction maids. Storage maids can be useful for taking trash loot and sending that from your grind spot to your storage, but you kind of need a lot of them in order to keep up with that. So transaction maids are typically better, and leave your trash loot on your horse and just deal with that as it goes. But transaction maids allow you to take one item and send it to your market storage, or take an item from your market storage into your inventory. There's nothing more annoying than getting ready for a grind and you go to your grind spot and realize, oh no, I only had, 2 drafts left and I need more, and now I got to go all the way back to the market. The maid will just send it right to your inventory, which is really, really nice. And you can buy multiples of these, so you can bring multiple items, but you can basically move one item every 20 minutes and then another item 20 minutes later. But if you have 2 maids, you can do 2 times every 20 minutes. It basically just continues to mount on itself. But those are the primary main purchases that I recommend. I really don't think that, having contribution points these days is not as useful as it once was. So I have no problem with, buying a bunch of houses for my contribution, and that way they're increasing storage slots. So storage slots are limited, but you can buy a whole bunch of other houses for your storage and just whatever. And that way there, you don't need to spend money on storage space because you just use your contribution for that. But yeah, that's basically what I think the most important things are. Hopefully you guys found this video useful if you're a new player. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you do so. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.